hope everybody, it's not even I hope. I literally have to, you know, start this reading off with first and foremost how grateful and thankful that I am here to be here, sitting here, able to even speak to you guys. It's so much that's been going on. And, the energy and the stakes is high right now. You know what I'm saying? And what I mean by that is I'm saying that it's almost as if spiritually I'm picking up on, the collective, just the world, okay? The world. Um, the energy that's going around, the different archetypes and things, picking up on those energies, including the very ones that set out for that set out to go against, you know, Source's children, the great mother children, Big Mama's kids. Um, Although this has been going on forever, it's never gonna end. It's never gonna stop. The villain never stops trying to conquer the world and take over the world. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like I feel like a lot of you guys are repetitiously now really understanding that you can't get away from these archetypes, these different entities and energies, individuals that set out to harm you or, you know, place barriers in between your growth. Because all in reality, they really can't do that. You have to allow them in to do so. You have to give them permission, and so it's so much. It's a trip. I'm getting hot in life. I'm getting straight to it. Spirit, like, just get straight to it. In life, we have to literally learn certain things and go through things in order for us to fully understand why it's happening and how to either resolve it, let it go, disconnect, whatever. But ultimately, it's peace in the end of that, right? Ultimately, it's supposed to be peace in within that realm. You know what I'm saying? When you are having a back and forth with an energy, right? So different archetypes is significant, right? A lot of you guys have been learning about different archetypes and how you mirror a lot of these archetypes. You know what I'm saying? And how the work that you've done in your life for you personally, it has nothing to do with what they have done. If they have not done the work, then you will be on, I don't even want to call it fertile soil, but it will be war. You will be on the grounds of war. So a war ground, all right? So a war ground is significant. And what I mean by that, I feeling like I have to break shit down, but I feel like when I say something, very few of you guys will get it and be able to go straight to it based on your experiences, based on the shit that you've been through. Because this is a whole nother level of awareness. It's very serious. It's to be taken very serious because this is our lives, right? At this time, all right, in this space, all right. We know time is an illusion, so let's just get into the cards, right? Let's see what spirit bring out. All right. Also, I want to share with you guys. I'm gonna put this right here. I want to let you guys know that anytime you come on this channel, that you are protected. Okay. Anytime that you come here, you are on a secure line with source. All right. I've been saying that since the beginning, and it's true. It's real. I'm all about protection, okay? That's who I was in the past life. I was protecting, I don't want to. I was protecting the sheep. Let's say that. So Aries can be significant. You guys can have Aries in you guys' charts very highly. Aries talk about father, the ram. You know what I'm saying? So just keep that in mind. You guys may have been seeing the ram, the father, protecting the herd. One thing I can say about that, and it's came up, is, and if this, only take it if it resonates, the sheep. You may have been seeing signs, different synchronicities that had with sheeps, right? And then the ram. Now, anybody can put on the sheep's clothing. Anybody can, but no one can put on the ram's clothing. I want y'all to think about that for a minute. And it's a trip because a lot of this stuff that I be coming up on, you guys, is by way of the experiences that I have in life, where I know where to go to in the archive, the Akashic Records, to pull that information, to pull that energy. You know what I'm saying? And I'm also seeing a split down the middle as well. So this could be something that's whole, that's not being handled as whole. So you are being threshed. It's like a threshold. I'm seeing you go. You're threshing forward, okay? I'm not even seeing you go through a door or anything. I'm seeing you be free. All right. So this is universal. This is big. Okay. If you was to go into the ocean, motherfucker, just listen to what I'm saying. All right. Hypothetically speaking, if you were to go into the ocean with the energy that you carry, that's inside of you, that's always been in you, you wouldn't need no fucking tunnel, all right? Because you are going to adapt to whatever it is that comes your way, and you are going to be able to, because that's the greatness in you. It was always in you. So this could also be you going to a new place. And it's a trip because this new place is to bring peace, because that's what you want. That's what you need in order for you to produce what it is that you need to produce. A lot of you guys are producers, okay? You guys are, and I've said this in the past, you know what I'm saying? Like, you guys have this energetic, I had actually called it, it's a, I'm gonna come back to it, I can't think of the word, but you are the one that keeps everything going. You know what I'm saying? All of the towers, everything. You know what I'm saying? So without you in any space, it becomes dry. It becomes brittle. You know what I'm saying? Because you have all the elements, and you've shown worthy of change. I'll tell you one thing, father wouldn't like, right? A real father wouldn't like for his child to give up. A real father wouldn't like for his child to constantly be abused and going through trauma and pains. You know what I'm saying? That you don't deserve and that don't belong to you, right? And so the reason why I'm saying that is because I feel like this message is for those. Hey y'all, how y'all doing? Hi. How you guys doing? I miss you guys so much. I ain't been on here. If you can't stay long, I get it. It's all good. You know, it's just so many different things that's happening, that's changing, y'all. The energy is crazy, okay? I mean, you guys may even feel like you're being ran out of somewhere. Like, you feel like you're being attacked physically because of the environment that you're in no longer can hold the capacity of who you've become. So let me read this, you guys. This is what I was getting. It says there's not much to talk about. Just do. It ain't much to talk about no more. Because once you learn the sheep game, once you learn the sheep game and how the sheep move, and how the sheep can be any archetype that it chooses to be, that saying where they say there are wolves in sheep clothing, pay attention. Pay attention. So it says, before you start revealing the monsters, just sit back. Before you start revealing them motherfuckers and letting them know that I know who you are, you know who they are. And another thing too, I heard that, but let me tell you something about source. I'm gonna tell you something about spirit. And I don't want to get you guys confused, y'all. I'm not with any religion. Okay. I don't practice no religion. I'm straight earthly, okay? Like, I know where I came from. I know who I am at this point in the game. I'm 39 years old. I'm aware of who the fuck I am in this lifetime, in that lifetime, and the next one. Okay? I know what belt I hold. I know what I hold. So I feel like a lot of you guys that have experienced suffering, I just and then another thing too, you guys, just follow me. It's gonna all come together. I just it's so many different things that I have inside of me that I know that I need to share with the world. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna talk about that shit right now because I'm gonna do it. I'm not gonna talk about it. But even you as an individual, I'm gonna tell you, it get like damn. Because how many years have it been since you were supposed to write that book? When did you start writing that book or that idea? When did all of these things come up? And how are you feeling about it now? If you don't want to be bitter and angry and feel like you didn't, you know, go after your life purpose, do that shit now. I guarantee you gonna get that shit done. You might not know how you gonna get it done. And I'm saying that to myself too. That's reflecting. It's a reflection. Because I'm learning how to use my magic and not use it against myself. Because that's how we were raised. That's how we were taught. And then even in past lives, those that abuse their power taught us backwards. And they taught in a different direction. So while we running from them and they chasing us, we running from what we got and who we truly are. What we got is we got each one of us have a piece of source inside of us. Each one of us have good and bad inside of us. Everybody on this motherfucking earth have space and opportunity. You know what I'm saying? So it's crazy judgment right here. Everybody has space and opportunity, and I feel like this is why this moving horse, this horse that I'm seeing moving, even though we know we in the month of the horse or the year of the horse, I mean, and that horse is moving fast. Y'all can't tell me that y'all ain't been seeing the fucking recall on shit, the comeback, people doing shit, all this shit happening, and spirit is like, get out the way. I'm about to tear this shit down. That's what I'm seeing. You know what I'm saying? But neither here nor there. Whatever they're going through, it has nothing to do with us. Because we have been given peace and protection, okay? Wherever we need to go, that's where we going. So let's see, you guys. Let's get into these cards. Past, present, and future, okay? Spirit, I would like to just thank you so much. I want to thank my ancestors, my cosmic ancestors, the cosmic power that you share with me. I want to thank Big Mama for always being compassionate and loving me no matter my flaws, no matter the decisions I make and how they affect me and others as well. The love never fades. The love never changes. You know, some people will say it's scary. Like, how can somebody love someone that much? But you would never know unless you had that connection with Big Mama. You know what I'm saying? It's a very, very, very dark, intelligence, feminine energy. People be mad because they can't touch it, but it ain't got nothing to do with me. You know what I'm saying? It's pastors that can't touch it. The popes can't touch it. You know what I'm saying? So they big mad. They want to chase a bitch down. Like, you hunting me. You can't hunt me, motherfucker, when I can see everything. I'm going to be quiet. But I'm going to talk my shit, though. And when I talk, I'm going to talk the truth. So let's see. Okay, so past message. What messages do you have for the collective? The Eight of Cups keep coming out. So the way that I'm doing this, you guys, is because I want you guys to know what the meaning of the card, and how it relates to whatever it is that you're going through. So we got the Eight of Cups that came out. All right, let's pull another one. Because I'll keep talking until, let's just put them together. All right, we got the Fool came out. And we got the Emperor and the Downright. What y'all got going on? What you got going on here? At the bottom of the deck, we got the Three of Wands. Okay, so the Three of Wands is a card from the Minor Arcana in a standard tarot deck. It's part of the suit of Wands, which is associated with inspiration, passion, creativity, and enterprise. The cards, imagery, and interpretation can vary slightly depending on the specific tarot deck you're using, but generally the Three of Wands represents vision, progress, expansion, foresight, overseas, opportunities, and optimism, right? And the element is fire. The horse is fire, right? So I feel like this is your energy. Absolutely. The Three of Wands, you know. Also, what I'm picking up off of this is, like I said earlier, whatever it is that you have inside of you, allow that to ignite. If you have to move around, if you have to leave a situation, if you have to change anything about you, let me tell you guys, on this journey for the past couple of months, I've seen myself stepping out of so many different stages of who I was into who I know I am and who I want to be. Because ultimately that's what it's about, is creating a path of who you want to be. That's what people do, even if they do it unknowingly. You know what I'm saying? And so many do it unknowingly, you know? And now our souls are aware. So awareness is like at an all-time high. You know, we can't suffocate in the chaos and the trauma that's going on around us because of the power that we have inside of us, right? It won't allow us to do so. Okay, and that's magic alignment, you know, really touching the surface, really getting in, not just touching the surface, but going in depth in the soul, in the midst of the pain and the chaos. You know what I'm saying? Not allowing yourself to give up because it seems like it just won't work out. It just won't work out. It only won't work out if you chosen that for yourself, right? So in the end, if you don't get up and you don't stand up and take accountability and responsibility for your actions, then it was on you. It wasn't on nobody else. It wasn't nobody else's fault. It don't matter if that person played a part in it. What did you do? How did you disintegrate the cords between you and whoever it was? How did you resolve the issue within? See, because if you only have to resolve it from within, then you really don't need them to resolve an issue, right? You don't need them to come and tell you why they hurt you and, oh, I'm sorry for this and all. We don't even want to hear that shit, because once again, they came as sheep, but were they? What archetype did you deal with in that marriage? What archetype did you deal with that child? With that friend, with that coworker? You know what I'm saying? All of these different things are very significant right now. Okay, so we have the Eight of Cups. It says the Eight of Cups is a tarot card that belongs to the suit of cups. In the minor arcana, this card is often associated with themes of emotional change, letting go. A lot of you guys can be Taurus or have Taurus highly in your chart. And I say that because I'm a Taurus. But Tauruses or earth signs are very solid. Like, we don't want to change. We don't want no extra shit. We just, like, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying all, but that's some of the, you know, what's the word I'm looking for? That's some of the different functionalities of being a Taurus, right? It says this card is associated themes of emotion, change, and letting go. Yeah, you know, it'd be hard for us to let go. We always want to hold on to something, you know, and even though the recipe may have messed up and we need to start all over again, we're like, well, maybe we could just add this to it, or maybe we can add that. So the recipe, someone is a cook, like you're a very good cook, and I'm talking about on land and off land. So when I talk about off land, I'm talking about spiritually, right? Off land would be the water. So I'm seeing 1 foot in the water, 1 foot on the ground, where you are connecting both, right? You're connecting all things. And once you've come to awareness and come to yourself, like, hold on, all of this shit is one, it's really nothing. I see you letting go will be much easier. It's easier for your grip to, you know, it's something about your grip, like you holding on to something. Maybe some of you guys are a part of some type of kind of revolution group, church, something. You're a part of something. Maybe you're in a home with someone, and you share bills. It could be you're at your job and you can't just quit right now. You know what I'm saying? Well, you can really quit whenever you want to, but however, it's something about you letting go, and that's how you walk. And as you walk, you shed. I'm just seeing somebody walk and completely each phase or level that you've been through. It's not nothing that you're forgetting. You're not forgetting about all of these different parts of you, but you're stepping into something new, okay? A deeper meaning of fulfillment in life. Here's a general interaction of the Eight of Cups. It says abandonment. So some of you guys can suffer from abandonment, withdrawals, what's this? Escapements, disappointment, acceptance, and change. All right. Element is water. That's crazy. I just said water, and then element air. Okay. So wow. Okay. So let's get the next one. So the Fool card. It says the Fool is number 0. Okay, so the number 0 can be significant. It says the number of unlimited potential, and so does not. And so does not have a specific place in the sequence of the tarot cards. The Fool can be placed either at the beginning of the major arcana or at the end. The major arcana is often considered the Fool's journey through the life, and as such he is ever present, right? So as the Fool shows up. The Fool shows up to whatever the Fool needs to show up to, no matter how the Fool have to get there. It might be some foolish shit, it might seem foolish, it might sound foolish, but we got to get there, all right? And people ain't gonna understand you, but it's not for them to understand. It's not for them to give you reasoning why you doing what you're doing. You're supposed to just do it. If you hear it from within, then you need to do it. You need to go. When it's time to go, it's time to fucking go. Because if you don't, you just feel the walls closing in. The paranoia starts setting in. The abandonment starts setting in. The withdrawal starts setting in. You know what I'm saying? The disappointment starts setting in because you're not getting what you deserve from what's around you. You know? And it's a reason why. It's been happening. It's been going on. It loosen up and then it get tight. It loosen up and then it get tight. No, we're getting out of that functionality of flight or fight. We're getting out of that shit. We've been going through that shit for too long, after too many lifetimes and too many lifetimes. So I'm really seeing your ancestors, your spirit guides, really giving you support on this journey of being the Fool. You know what I'm saying? It's okay to be a fool. Just don't be they fool. All right? Just don't be they fool. All right? The Fool moves. And when you move, the universe answer you, yes, yes, yes. Is this what you want? Is this what you want? You sure this what you want, good or bad? That's why I always say be careful what you ask for, you know? So we got the Emperor and the Downright. Before I even read this card, you guys, it's some bad, bad motherfuckers out there right now, boy. And when I tell you that they are trying to bestow whatever is inside of them onto others, I had watched this show, and I feel like I talked about it before. I actually wrote about it too. And it was called I gotta think of the name, but it was a cold motherfucking show where it was this energy that once it touched you and it get on you, it was a wrap. It's over. You know what I'm saying? Once they grab hold of you, because it's all about control. Anybody that wants to control something, you have to look at, I would say also look at what's inside of you, because you may have those characteristics as well, because we do mirror each other. And Spirit is always wanting to show us where we can, you know, where we can heal, where we can change, where we can upgrade. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing bad. There's nothing wrong with it. You know what I'm saying? But it can, you know, bring different situations that don't have to be. You know what I'm saying? It could, and you also are playing in magic when you try to control something, because nobody has control. So you're taking on spirits, you're taking on source, you're taking on Big Mama's role that they play, or that's played by that energy, you know, the Big Mama energy, by Father energy, you know, whoever it is that you believe in, whatever, the highest of the high, the most high. You know what I'm saying? You're taking on their energy, and you can't do that. You know, you were given what you were given, and it is what it is when it comes to the universe, right? To Mother, to the Great Mother, to the earth, you know, to that energy, to the divine feminine energy, in the real masculine energy, that Ram, that Aries energy. You know what I'm saying? You got to know when to step to the side and allow allow it to do its work, right? Because it is, even though it is not. And if you guys don't understand what I'm saying, I've been talking to y'all for too motherfucking long and showing y'all books to get so that you guys can get what I'm saying. So let me keep going. It says the Emperor card typically depicts a figure seated on a throne, often shown as a mature man. He wears a crown indicating his authority and holds a scepter symbolizing his power. The throne and his surroundings are often depicted as strong and solid, reflecting his sense of control. Okay, so with this, I don't even need to read that no more. With this in the downright, with the Fool's Journey, it's something about wholeness. It's something about your masculine energy, and you could be a divine feminine, but it's something about your masculine energy and you balancing it with the feminine energy. Alignment, magic. Look at that. I just looked to the side and seen that it made me pull this in there. So this is in here now, right? This energy is in here. You really feeling that energy and knowing the difference between the masculine and the feminine energy, right? And knowing your role in that as well, because everybody has a position to play, right? Every energy has a position to play. Every archetype plays its position, right? Okay. Let's see what else gonna come out. Okay. We got the Four of Cups. We got the Four of Cups. Alright, seems like all these cards that came out down right, but I'm just gonna take them. It says the Nine of Cups. That's the trip. The Nine of Cups and the Eight of Cups keep coming out, yo. Alright, so it says the Page of Cups wears a blue tunic with a florist print and a burnt on his head. A bird. I guess that's something like, I don't know, something on his head or something like that. Yeah. And with a long flowing scarf, he stands on the shore with the hand. Surprisingly, a fish pops its head out of the cup. Oh, it's something about fishes, y'all. I don't know what's going on with that. I ain't picking up on nobody having no kids though. But I do see great things coming. I see great things happening as long as you. I'm kind of seeing somebody get on a bike and learn how to ride a bike, because you never was taught how to ride this bike. This is a new bike. This is some new shit. You know what I'm saying? This is a new energy. This is a new way of, because you stepped out of all of those old ways of thinking. Even like so many things have been stripped away from you. You know what I'm saying? It's been so much stripped away from you. And you tend to get in your head and start thinking about the things that happened in the past, and you know what I'm saying? And then it automatically connects back to this energy. So this energy now has access to you again. So now you got to keep cleansing your energy and things like that. But you're going to have to, whoever is resonating with, you're going to have to keep cleansing your energy until you're able to absolutely have the awareness to immediately get those thoughts out, those negative thoughts. You know what I'm saying? People, places, or whatever case may be, things that's happened to you, things you cannot operate in from old energy and try to connect it to the new energy. That's not the way this shit works. It will miss it. You can cause a destruction in the spiritual realm. You can also cause the collapse of minds as well, from others. I feel like I'm talking to whoever I'm talking to. This has got to be like, this message got to be like maybe for a very few, like 4 right now, but this is a future message for sure. I gotta put that in there. This is a future message. That's what I'm picking up on. The moon. It says the moon card is a major Arcana card in the tarot deck that depicts a moon shining in the night sky, flanked by 2 towers. It symbolizes intuition, unconscious thoughts, illusions, and the mysterious aspects of life. Here's an interpretation of the moon card. Illusions, fear, anxiety, subconsciousness, intuition, facing shadows. This came in a downright too. These all came in a downright, y'all. So the moon card, the page of cups, and I'm just gonna listen to spirit. All right, I'm not gonna listen to spirit. I ain't gonna turn them turn them face up. I'm gonna keep all the cards how they is because spirit is speaking. It says the Three of Cups is a card. The Four of Cups. I'm sorry, the Four of Cups. And the reason why I'm reading these, you guys, and I'm doing it like this is because I want you guys to get the archetypes of the energies that come through for the different archetypes. Okay, which is the Fool is an archetype. The Emperor is an archetype, right? The Page of Cups is an emotion, right? So, right. Let's keep going. The Four of Cups. It says the Three of Cups is a card in the tarot deck, which is often associated with celebrations, social gatherings, and joyful interactions in traditional tarot decks. This card usually features three people raising their cups in a tarot or dance, symbolizing friendship, unity, and shared experiences. So this could be in the upright or the downright, okay? I feel like this is you moving. You're moving away. You're going somewhere. You're being thrust into some type of kind of way. I'm seeing a lot of water. It's almost like you're being like, okay, that's what I'm seeing. Let's see. So be joyful with your newness. So, you know, it's a lot of questions I feel like you guys have during these times. And a lot of you guys don't really have, you know, someone that with the, you may not have someone close enough to you with the knowledge to that's gathered the information that can help your specific need. And what I mean by that is being able to pinpoint when the spoken word is being spoken, when spirit speaks, when source speaks. Because you may know so much. You may have so much wisdom, so much knowledge, but it's almost like, you know, your patience is probably like, I'm picking up on a lot of you guys' patience just ran very short. But I feel like this is a time when you really gonna really need to be able to be in alignment with your patience. You know, I feel like this is gonna be the time of your life in this space where you're gonna have to be patient the most, not only with others but with yourself, because it's not gonna be given to you in a way where it can't help you. You know what I'm saying? And usually when we're being helped, we just don't know that we're being helped. Usually when we're being helped, because we're so used to being abused. We're so used to the pain. We're so used to suffering. You know what I'm saying? So we get ourselves ready for the suffering, the pain, and all this. And you know what I'm saying? When we've already went into the bank and told the motherfuckers that we no longer want their services. We're going to keep our own money. Just follow me. You know what I'm saying? And although that's going to make them look at you funny and then deny you of your money because they really ain't fucking got it, you should have never trusted them with it. All of these things is coming in. You know what I'm saying? I'm hearing primarily, somebody's going to have to take their money out the bank. Somebody got a lot of money, and it could be, I've been picking up on these energies though. Somebody with a lot of money, you might gonna have to take your shit on up out of there. And the way you gonna have to do it is to where because once you do it, they gonna be on your ass. Where are you putting the money? Where is this? I mean, you shouldn't have never been in business. We shouldn't have never been in business with these motherfuckers, you know? It's going to be a lot of propaganda going on around people taking their money out the bank. Right now, it's looking like the best time to do so. Not to spend it. Because where it's at it's not where you have it in the banks. It's not safe. It's not yours. Even though you think it is, it's really not yours. The house ain't yours. The car ain't yours. They want y'all to know that shit, though. That's why it's make y'all get up every day and go to work and shit. Stress you out over bills, college, and tuition, and all that shit. As long as I can keep their minds over here, then they won't go over this way. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. I'm just seeing you replaying so many different things in your mind. Like, damn, all of this shit been a big scam. I've been scammed. I've been bamboozled. And spirit like, yeah, you're going to need a lot of peace. And you got a lot of protection because we don't want the minds to split. I'm hearing that. They do not want the minds to split, right? They need you whole. But the system was created to split the mind because then it's a fractured soul. If it's a fractured soul, then you have to do more time. And they know that. So it's like, okay, if you're going to use if you're going to use you, use all of you. Use the magic inside, alignment. Get your shit together just like you go and take your car to the shop. Take yourself to the beach. Take yourself to the park. Sit down and relax. Let everything go. Don't pay a bill for a month. Fuck them. You know, this shit ain't getting cut off because you paid enough to where it should stay. Just take, it's like, I'm just saying you getting shit, getting shit off the table. Like, let me just get this. Okay, let's pull some more cards, you guys, and see what's going to happen. Okay? Look at these. That was our past, though. That was the past, all right? That was the past. I feel like once you start to move and things start unfolding, I feel like then, that's crazy, you'll start trusting what it is that you are putting out. Because whatever you're putting out is redirecting itself back to you times 10. You get what I'm saying? I feel like that's why I had got the message like, damn, if you were a bad person to people. Like, if you were horrible to people, I could just imagine the demons or the energies that's connected to those that have harmed people and done imaginable things, horrible things. They're going fucking crazy. You know what I'm saying? And so, let's take a short break, okay? From this real quick, because I just want to say this. If you are someone who are dealing with domestic abuse, okay, please get your ass up and leave. You can go from one state to another state with domestic violence. They have so many different things so many different and I can't say that for all cities, all states. Like, I don't know. Some people just don't see a way out. Right now, you have to see. You have to use your motherfucking spiritual eyes, all right? Just act like your real eyes is taken out and the only thing you can use is your senses. Do you want to be here? Are you going to choose to live? Or are you going to allow somebody to have control over your life on how long you going to fucking live? I don't care if you a woman or a man, okay? Because it's men and women that extremely violent to their significant others, to their children, and things of that nature. I just want you to know, do not think that it's just gonna stop. Especially and don't think you can help nobody. You can't help that person. If that motherfucker is a woman beater, you can't do nothing. Wherever that came from, that's where he gonna have to go back to his roots and figure that shit out. Or she gonna have to go back to her roots and figure that shit out. You know what I'm saying? How you treat people really does fucking matter. And it really does have a lot to do with how people are living right now. You can look at a motherfucker and tell how spirit is, you know what I'm saying? If that's, and I'm just saying, I'm not saying like, because there's people who actually like to live on the streets and be homeless and things like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't want to pay the motherfucking bills. You know what I'm saying? I get it. But it's something about this card too. Waters, Pisces. Somebody could be a Pisces. It says abandonment. This is the second time I've seen it. Walking away, travel, letting go, withdrawal, retreat, moving on, disappointment, loneliness, self-discovery. The number 8. Oh, wow. The 8 of Cups. Okay, it says when you make your decision, take action with confidence. Okay? When you make the decision, whatever decision, somebody has a decision that's coming or that has already come, okay? Which is right next to the Fool. You know what I'm saying? And the Fool talks about a new journey, new beginnings. It says new beginnings, free spirit, and Delirum. Delirium. Okay? Like, fuck it, you might as well go ahead and do it. You've been doing the work. You've been moving. You've been putting your best foot forward. You've been seeing these different things and opportunities you let go past you. You know what I'm saying? You're a hard worker. You're a creator. You know what I'm saying? You dominate each field that they have when it comes to any field that they have. Any field. Oh, my legs. Hold on. Let's see. Here, what messages do you have for the collective? So let's go into, that was the past, right, y'all? Well, everything I just spoke about. This is present. So let's go into present. Ooh, the World card. Completion. On top of the Fool. Completion. I'm not even going to put it on top of the Fool. So 21 could be significant. The number 3 could be significant. Saturn is significant. If you're an earth sign, you are connected to Saturn, okay? The element, right? Evil. It's a trip because I was thinking about some shit, like, from on a scale of 1 to 10. And the way that they do it, I don't feel like it's like that. Like, well, 1 to 10, okay. But I feel like 2 can even be high. 2 can be extremely deviant and evil. So the number 2 is very significant, right? A lot of you guys' enemies from past lives can actually represent the number 2. So a lot of things can be happening in your world, in your outer world, and you could feel this serpent energy, right? A serpent energy. It's different serpents, right? All serpents are not against us or bad, right? The energy, the archetypes are not all bad. But 22, 2, 2, 2. That energy, it's an energy where if y'all be seeing them numbers, you might be picking up on negative energy. Like you could possibly be picking up on past life love affairs where they wanted to dominate you and control you. So they're constantly following you through other individuals, right? These are called body jumpers, you know, spirit jumpers, or whatever the fuck you want to call them. But yeah, so completion, success, achievement, travel, accomplishment, victory, reward, unity, wholeness, sense of belonging, and fulfillment. And I feel like this is what you are going to. Like with the eight of cups and the world card coming out together, yeah, you are tired of, not even tired, you know what I'm saying? Like the mundane, all of the different rules and this and this and all of that. No. You want fulfillment, okay? It says everything you have worked for is coming together. And it is. Everything that you have worked for is coming together. And that is not going to resonate with everybody because a lot of motherfuckers ain't been doing what they're supposed to do. And you can feel it on them. You can sense it on them. You can sense the jealousy. You can feel the jealousy. You can feel the inner, the envy, the hate. You know what I'm saying? All of the times there was no support. And it's like, okay, I'm not even worried about that. But at the same time, it did hurt because I knew who I was to you. You know what I'm saying? But like I said earlier, you may not be able to express that to a person because they might not be ready. You know what I'm saying? They might not know how to take it. They may get offended. Like, well, I did what I can do. And because they're in conflict. They're in conflict within. They're in conflict within, and they want conflict. And I also been picking up on the energy of somebody wanting to argue and fight. They want to go back and forth. They want to go to battle with you about who you are and what you're doing and the decisions and the choices that you've made because it's no longer benefiting them. You know what I'm saying? So keep that. It says competition, conflict, debate, minor setbacks, disagreements, rivalry, obstacles, challenges, and sports. It says fire, Leo. The fire horse. The number 5 is significant. Be smart and take life as it comes. Okay? Be smart and take life as it comes. And that was on top of the, look at this, y'all. I can't make this shit up. My cards do not lie. That's on top of the Empress and the downright. The Empress. So this, you could be a masculine energy and you are in, that's a trip, I'll just put that. You could be a masculine energy, okay, or you could be a feminine energy that either have conflict with individual, or people have, it's individuals, masculine energy, very strong masculine energies that have conflict with you. They feel some type of kind of way because you're not responding to the energy that they're sending your way how they expected it to. They could even be also working through your children or working through different individuals to get to you. It's almost like this energy just needs to touch you and just need to reach out and touch you, and it's gonna be like, oh, okay, but it's gonna need it again. So it's just never stop coming. It just keep coming and coming and coming. But I feel like a lot of you guys are becoming aware of, and also not consuming yourself in fear, because the energy that I'm picking up from this Emperor in the downright with this conflict inside, you never know what you're going to get from this Emperor energy. And so this could even be speaking of yourself as an archetype, because we have divine masculine and feminine inside of us, right? So on the flip side, if it's you, and you haven't come into alignment with your masculine energy, then it's some things that you need to work on as far as daddy issues, you know what I'm saying? Protection, abandonment, if you did have if you didn't have a masculine, or your masculine, whatever the situation was with you and your father or the men in your life, okay? It's very significant. I feel like we are coming in. That's what that Eight of Cups. That Eight of Cups is going off to, man, with the World card. I feel like that Eight of Cups to be successful with the Emperor. Like, I want to learn, but before I get to the Emperor, I gotta know who I am. I gotta know what this masculine energy looks like inside of me in peace. You see, because at some point, no, at some point, well, at a point, we weren't supposed to be fighting. It was never about gender. You know what I'm saying? It was never about us going against one another. That just had to be created so that there would be something happening. Something happening, right? Something going on. Something that spontaneity. I'm seeing like something happening. Damn. Okay, let's see. Fortune, opportunity, cycles of life, destiny, chance, fate, good luck, movement, turning point, and karma. It says fire, Jupiter. Jupiter is significant. The number 10 is significant. Okay, it says whatever doesn't kill you makes you stronger. All right, I'm going to take that. I'm going to take that. Whatever don't kill you make you stronger, baby. Charity. Some of you guys are supposed to be doing charity work, giving. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm not talking about giving to individuals that want to take from you, or individuals I'm talking about giving back to the community. You know what I'm saying? Like, in ways where you don't even know who you're giving to. You're just doing something. You know what I'm saying? To brighten somebody else's day, to bring joy to somebody else's life. You know what I'm saying? Because Spirit has brought so much joy to yours and have given you so much, insight about the things that's going on around you, because it gets really scary. So you having that support, and Spirit is like, okay, well, what are you going to support when it comes to humanity? Because it's something that you want to do. It's something that's inside of you. You know what I'm saying? It's something that you have to give, and it's always going to be a victory with you. It's always going to be victory. It's always going to be those who's going to come and try to outshine you, but you don't care about that. You don't have to worry about that, because you were always put in dull places and meant to blend in. So you already know, like, you don't care who's shine bigger than you. You don't care who's shine greater than you. You don't care about none of that, because you know what's inside of here. You know what I'm saying? You know what you're capable of. You know what you're connected to. So it's like, look it, motherfucker. I don't need none of that. Okay? Okay, this is your present. So let's get some more cards for the present. Woo! Look at that. The Scorpio waters. So I'm seeing, like, I don't know why I had looked at this card, the alignment card, y'all. I had looked at this card, and then I was like, and then see this. It says Water Scorpio. It says confusion, options, opportunities, choices, decisions, procrastination, fantasy, illusions, imagination, wishful thinking. Okay, the number 7 is significant. Step back from everything to gain perspective. And so this go back to your peace is protection. Y'all gotta know this, okay? Before I even pulled these cards, I literally put in the box. That's what I was what I picked up on is what I put down, which is the title, right? It says your peace is your protection. With this Scorpio and this water, it says step back from everything to gain perspective. Like you look, let me tell you something. This one you know you on your path. This one you know that you on the right path, right? This is the answer that you get from spirit. You get clarification. You don't get confusion. Okay? Yeah, you'll get options and opportunities and choices. But when it's confusion, how can you make the greatest choice? So you moving back, okay, where was that at? Oh my goodness. Spirit, thank you, thank you, thank you. I sound like one of them church people. Thank you, thank you. But they just showed me something too. I'm finna break it down for you. Okay, it says, back to what I was saying. It says option, opportunities, choices, decisions, procrastination, fantasy, illusions, imaginations, wishful thinking. Okay, that is something that we all go through. It says step back from everything to gain perspective, right? So with fortune, opportunity, cycles of life, destiny, chance, faith, good luck, movement, turning point, and karma. There is a turning point that's happening right now. And like I said, yes, that's what I was saying. Your peace is protected so that you will be able to receive all what belongs to you. I'm hearing inauguration or something, like an inauguration is happening in the spiritual realm when it comes to you. Okay? It's like you're right there, it's right in front of your face. I'm saying, like, whatever it is that you're supposed to be doing, whatever it is that you're supposed to be part of, is right there in your face. It's right there. It's all about how you play your cards. You know what I'm saying? It's all about how you maneuver through this confusion, because it is a lot going on. And your higher self wants you to know that it's very aware that it's a lot going on. So don't get discouraged. Don't neglect your courage that you have inside of you, because you are very courageous, I'm hearing. Okay? But they want you to know that confusion is a part of this monopoly. It's confusing when you've never played Monopoly, and for the first time you play, you have to learn the board. You have to learn how to the rules and the regulations and things like this. And it's just like this, and this newness and this new way of, in all of these different shades that you step through, shades of you. Okay, isn't it a movie called like 32 Shades or something? They made it. I don't know, but I'm seeing that, the shades, many of shades. All colors too. All fucking colors. From brightest to the darkest. Okay? I really hope this message resonates. Okay? I really do. What's up, Papa? Call you Papa. Finna what? Finna get in the shower? Mm-hmm. All right. Who is this? It says Virgo, Earth. So somebody could be an Earth sign. All right. Let's see what I'm picking up on this. It says unsuccessful businessman, greedy, ungrounded, corporation, extortion, poor judgment, gambler, unfaithful, materialistic. Okay. So whoever this is, this King of Pentacles. That's crazy. This card came out earlier in the day. So, well, did it come out of down right? I don't remember. But the King of Pentacles, I actually really love what I do, you guys. Like, I love this path. I love this journey. I just gotta be in the world more, okay? I need to get in the world a little more, because I really be in the spirit and I love it. I'm not gonna lie. I don't think I want anything more but to be where I am and closer, and knowing and being able to open up pathways for individuals so that they could take their whole self with them. Okay, I do specialize in that, so if you guys do want to ever talk, you can email me. If you go down in the description box, you'll see my email. I do appreciate all of you guys that support my channel in any way that you do. I appreciate you guys. I just want to tell you thank you. I really do appreciate you guys, and I really take this serious. I don't play with it. It ain't on one day and off the other day. I'm always me. I'm always Ashley. I'm always gonna be, you know what I'm saying? I'm always gonna be true to who I am, no matter what. You know what I'm saying? And I don't do this for money. I don't do this because for the likes. I don't do it for none of that. But I do it for the souls that wants to be aware of who they are, and they don't want to go through the same cycle over and over and over again. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I have created enough with the universe and with source, with mother, where I can help people, where I have had enough experiences, I've seen enough where I can step in and be of guidance, of light. You know what I'm saying? But you would have to want that. Everybody think that they could do it on their own and do it themselves. That's how I had to learn, but it was the most gruesomest, terrifying way to learn. And it really does, affect the mind and the soul. You know what I'm saying? And when it affects the soul and the mind, it's like that was the whole goal of the enemy. You know what I'm saying? So you're not here in this alone as long as I'm here. Just know that. All right? Unsuccessful businessman, greedy. So who is this? Let's see who this King of Pentacles is. Spirit, who is this King of Pentacles to the collective? Who is this King of Pentacles? Who is this King of Pentacles? King of Pentacles to the collective. Is this someone? I'm hearing there was an attack. There was an attack. Okay, this is someone who portrays to be a sheep in sheep clothing, because we got the star in the downright. Okay. She's in the downright, okay? So this most definitely is not Big Mama energy, the Ram energy, okay? Because you cannot fake those energies. Like, you have to be in a deep illusion and confusion to not be able to know if that energy is real, true mother energy or real, true father energy. Man, in a deep illusion. Otherwise, you got to tell them motherfuckers how it is. You got to be honest. Like, look, I see you. We not doing that up over here. You got to send their ass that way. You better come back like you got some sense, because I'm coming with everything, So let's see. Okay, we got the 7. Oh, yeah. It says admitting defeat, giving in up, yielding, quitting, surrendering, lack of courage, exhausted, compromise. So wow. Learning to cope, recovering, letting go of negativity, facing life, extreme guilt, scandal, total collapse, giving up. Bro, you gotta be fucking kidding me, bro. So look at everything that I done said, y'all. These cards then came out. We got the King, we got the King of Pentacles, we got the Star card, we got the Seven of Wands in the downright, y'all. All these cards came in the downright. Whoever this was or is, because this can actually be you know what I'm saying? I feel like even this message, I feel like you might hear some things that you don't want to hear about yourself, and I'm gonna say them. I'm just gonna keep it real with you guys. I'm gonna keep it all the way 100 with you. You know what I'm saying? Like, if there's any negative traits that I spoke of that you are still following, you know what I'm saying? This is the connection that you have with this King of Pentacles. It's a connection that you have with these King of Pentacles that's keeping you bound. Okay, it's keeping the star bound in the downright. This person, this individual, or these individuals, or this entity, this energy is actually wearing the divine, but inside is they're an imposter. So there's some imposters that's close. There's imposters. And you could tell that they're imposters because they go in and out. They go in and out. They don't know exactly who they are. They don't even know what it is that they're doing. Like, but you have to be patient with these type of kind of individuals as well. You got to be patient with yourself if you are experiencing this too. Because I had put, and this is still for present, you guys, or let's just take it to the future. Fuck it. Yeah, the energy around you has to be joy, laugh, happiness. You can't be fake though. You know you can't lie to the universe, right? And the universe is inside of you. Every motherfucking stone, rock, water, everything is inside of you. Okay? So you can't lie to mother, right? She knows. She sits there and she waits. She awaits for you to come. And she like, it's okay, baby, go ahead. Do what you gotta do. She's the most patient of them all. Okay? Wow, this is deep right here because this King of Pentacles, it masquerades around like this. But it's really it doesn't have no value to it. It adds no value to you. It could add no value to you. And the only reason why I would want you around is as the star, not the star, but as the star, because it's showing you the sheep. It's showing you the different archetypes. It's showing you. It's telling you to look, listen, look. Do you see this? Do you see that? So I'm just seeing just hella awareness going on. And some of you guys need to go and get a fucking massage. You need to go and relax your mind. Let everything go. Let everything go. Flow. Let it go out your mind. Because I'm so see so many minds being just, and it's on purpose. But it's many that's fighting with. Okay, I'm gonna say that. I'm not saying with everybody, but okay, let's see, you guys. Let's see what else we're gonna do. Because this King of Pentacles, that archetype energy, unsuccessful businessman, greedy, ungrounded, who is this motherfucker? This motherfucker, whoever this is, these is like big companies. Like, remember I was talking about the bank earlier? I don't know what made me start talking about a bank, but I just started talking about a bank. The banks and stuff. And those are corporations from those that even are, putting money into the prisons and to the food that's unhealthy, into the schools, the indoctrinations that they've placed upon our children's and all that, our great grandparents, and the education that they didn't give them. You know what I'm saying? That they didn't allow them to seek out on their own. This is a corporation. That's how big you are. You're so fucking big that it's corporations they want to distract your mission, that wants to take your essence. They want you to be in lack. They just want you to cope with what's going on, but that's not what's happening. They want you to collapse. They want your mind to collapse. Slowly but surely, partnership, unity, compatibility, love, proposal, relationship. Some of you guys can have some love coming in. Some of you guys can be called to be going solitude. The number 9 is significant. It says solitude, meditation, philosophy, withdraw. To withdraw from these things. Withdraw, wisdom, guidance, seeking mysticism, privacy, prudent. Some of you guys are going to just fucking stop. I see that. Some people are going to just stop because it's going to be like, fuck, it's too much. But those are the ones that, like, everybody's not meant to keep going. But I can tell you one thing about these relationships coming in with this number 2 on this partnership. That don't necessarily mean that it's going to be a all good relationship. Absolutely not. You're going to have to go into hermit mode in these new relationships. Even while you're still standing there physically talking to somebody, because they're going to try to play you. They're going to try to they're only playing what they have, though. They can only play the cards that they have. So while you thinking like, this motherfucker think I'm stupid? No, this motherfucker's actually stupid. This motherfucker's actually dumb. Because they knew that they was coming to you with some bullshit, and they knew what you stood for. Them tools, boy. Them tools is fused. Them tools is delusion. Them tools is motherfucking... I'm telling you, the number 2 is something about the number 2, but during this time. Because look at this 9, Virgo. Earth, it says all the answers to life are within you. They want to let you know about somebody. They want to let you know about these different archetypes, about these different individuals that you've been dealing with that you know very well. Your soul is very much aware, but you can't let them know that you know. The sheep. It's something about the sheep. It's something in the sheep. They know how to wear them sheep clothing real motherfucking good. Whole time they plotting. It's something that they want that you have, but they can't have it. But they're so fucking delusional, they think that it's theirs. They think that because they've been stealing for so long. You know, once you get used to something and thinking it's okay, then sometimes it becomes a habit. You know what I'm saying? Some people be having to go to motherfucking to classes because they can't stop stealing. Kleptos. You know what I'm saying? And what you had is so good. Your energetic makeup, your engineering is so motherfucking brilliant and precise. They can't stop watching you. They want everything you got. Even your essence, your breath, your eyes, your hair, your clothes. They want every motherfucking thing. It says secrets, illusions, deceptions, fear, imagination, mystery, subconscious vision, cycles, anxiety, insecurity. This is water Pisces, man. Somebody's 18 is significant, turn into 9. So 9, you could be seeing 9. It says, be careful. Your imagination doesn't cause you to see things that aren't there. Be careful that your imagination don't have you seeing things that's really not there. A motherfucker coming to you with a cut, and the whole time they looking like a whole ass demonic entity that you can't see because you can only see what you're able to see in the 3D if you're not tapped in to the spiritual realm. So this is all going on. Pam, I just said this shit. What we working on? Our eyes have been removed. We're working on motherfucking senses now. We are the senses. You know how they go to door? We are the senses now. What I'm trying to tell y'all. Let me see. Let's get a message, you guys. All right. Your peace is protected. So go and be that who you are. Don't let fear stop you. Don't allow these motherfuckers to keep coming and thinking that they can come and conquer and divide. Because that's not how this shit works. Absolutely not. All right? I really do love all that love me. I appreciate you guys, okay? Make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe. I usually don't ask that, but I just like it's necessary because of where I am now on my journey. And I feel like somebody this can help somebody, Somebody might need to hear this message. You might know somebody, So yeah, I would rather you guys like than donate any day. I ain't on here, like I said, for the money, but if you do donate to the channel, just know that it's going right back to the channel, whether that be cards or anything. It don't even fucking matter, really. You know what I'm saying? But something where I'll be able to give back for sure. Okay? Let's get a message from Big Mama. First, we're going to get a message from Big Mama. And then we'll get a message from your higher self. I don't know why I got my legs like this. I just had them all just like, oh, grief. I get a message from Big Mama. What messages do you have from the Big Mama universe? Big Mama. Big Mama. Big Mama. What messages do you have from Big Mama? Okay. It says, oh, on whom am I placing blame right now? Okay. A person who blames others has not begun their lesson. A person who blames themselves has begun their lesson. A person who blames no one has finished their lesson. Take responsibility. On whom are you placing blame right now? Today, free yourself by releasing all victimhood, blame, and resistance. They don't belong where you are going. Only love and courage live there. Damn, I talked about courage. I told you how courageous you are, and why you have been sucking out for so long by spirit, and spirit has not given up on you. Source don't give up on nobody. You know what I'm saying? Source is in each and every one of us, from the most diabolical, dangerous, evil is men that roamed this earth, okay, and that roam different realms, is in all, okay. And you'll be a damn fool to think that source, God, or whoever whatever you call, your higher power, or whatever, your higher source, whatever, it's nothing higher than you. I promise you. There is Big Mama who help us. There is a father, a divine masculine energy. You can call him an uncle or brother. It's a divine masculine energy. You even got to say father. It's the masculine energy that protects us as well. But it's also a masculine energy that will harm you as well. So it's really, I just look at it as, this pole, you know. So it says, take responsibility. On whom are you placing blame right now? Today, free yourself by releasing all victimhood, blame, and resistance. They don't belong where you are going. Only love and courage lives there. Make a choice to do it. Even if you don't feel ready, listen to your heart. You will be led. Listen to your heart. You're being led for sure. And I most definitely, you have to know that shit though, man. Can't turn this shit on one day and then turn it off the next day. Shit. I fucking, whatever I do it with it. It be right there. Hiding or whatever. Messages be hiding in the motherfucker. You get to sipping and drinking and feeling shit and seeing shit, And so, if you are sitting alone and you're by yourself and you are in hermit mode because that came out, you where you supposed to be at, baby. Make that your safe space. It's time for you to make a safe space for yourself. It's time for you to enjoy your life, the life that you have left, because you don't never know when it's the end. It could be any time. You know what I'm saying? So it's time for you to set yourself free before you leave this 3D, before you leave this realm, because that energy that siphoned you and siphoned your ancestors and siphoned in your bloodline and did all of these horrible things, they don't have nothing to hold you no more. They don't have no capacity. They don't have no ties. They don't have nothing. They only have what you give them. They say if you lay down with dirty dogs, you catch fleas. How many of us experienced that and had to get rid of them ourselves? Some of us was we got caught fleas dealing with motherfuckers and was embarrassed, was ashamed. But why? When it's a part of life. You can't go around just saying, I don't trust this and I don't trust that. You got to put yourself out there and trust that you're going to handle the situation how the fuck it's supposed to be handled. Trust that you're going to make the right decision and choice for your family moving forward. And even if you're not fucking sure, do it confidently like you are. And you have to really be confident. You can't play with this shit because it knows it's going to respond to however you truly feel in depth, deep. Just like the earth. When it ain't right, this rattle, it shakes. Things happen underwater, deep in the core of the earth. You know what I'm saying? So it says, this is from your higher self. It says, what are you trying to control? Woo! Woo! I can't make it up. You see me. You see me. I was talking about control. Maybe it's time to let go. I just want to stop for a minute, okay? Because I'm just saying, my big mama, she real silent. Like, she real kick back. She don't be all that. She ain't into none of that. She don't be doing no talking, y'all. She don't do no she get to talking, you better listen. But, damn. Am I? And see, this when you got to look in the mirror like, I am who I say I am. I'm really her, though. I'm really her. I'm really connected, though. You know what the fuck I had to do to get here? You know how many motherfucking timelines? Let me shut up. Anyways, Let love move through you today and trust the outcome will be for your highest good. Let love move through you, baby. Let it move through you. It ain't even got to move through you to nobody else. Say, I want all that love back. I want it to go. I want it to come back. I want it to recirculate. I want to circulate that love inside of me until I'm feeling fully whole love by my higher self, by myself, by my soul, by my heart, by the scars that I've withheld, that I've incurred, that I've gotten along the path. I want to love every motherfucking part of me because it's all of me, and I want to take all of me with me when I go, and I don't want to leave not one piece and no shreds with nobody. I don't give a fuck who it is. I'll come visit your ass somewhere else. I'll be there, but at least I'll come whole. I'll be able to get there whole. But if I'm fractured, and if I have a fractured soul, if I have a fractured mind, there's no way that I can make it back home. Yeah, that's some real shit. Make you think, don't it? Don't be scared. Okay, it says, remind yourself all day long that you are safe, that life is happening for you, and that you are not alone. Then do some yoga. So some of you guys are being called to get out and have some fun with your body. Exercise, move around, talk, speak. Quit all that. I don't trust this, and it's gonna happen, and it's gonna happen. Now you just created it. Now you done started some shit. You done created a whole timeline and you don't even know it. Because people do not know how to fucking use energy. And it's not your fault. It's okay. That's why they taught us how to use paper and books and shit. Nah, fuck all that. Get your ass down there with some water. Get down there in that ocean. Get down there on that grass. You know what I'm saying? Cry. Relax your body. Forget all of this shit. None of this shit exists. That's what you need to be saying to yourself. None of this shit really exists. Because when I leave, what can I do? I can't pay these motherfucking bills. I can't keep that house. I can't take care of them damn kids no more. Not like that physically. Where they're wounded, you can be healed so that you can cover them. And I say cover them in ways, your relatives, your loved ones, people that you adore with the whole soul. Because when it's time to go, you want the people that's around you to be whole as well, the people that you love, so that it be a constant flow of love. You know what I'm saying? So that when you see them on other realms, you as well as them too will be whole. You know? You don't get nothing. You don't get nothing out of life creating shattered souls, shattered minds. You don't get anything because you see something that you want and you're choosing to manipulate the situation to get what you want, to use, to abuse, to mislead, to discourage, to bring pain where pain is with you so that they can meet the pain that you meet, so that they can know you. That's not how you introduce yourself. That's not how you get to know somebody. Nobody should have to suffer because you suffered. Because that suffering could cease to exist if you're willing to move on it. If you're willing to move on it. If you're ready to act upon it, to make those changes, to step out of those different functionalities. You ain't supposed to forget. That's what strengthened you. That's what made you strong. That's what made your mind strong. That's what gave you the courage and the and everything that you have inside of you to move forward. You know? So you guys, I'm gonna let you guys go, okay? I love. It's just amazing to be on here with you guys and to be here today. I'm so grateful to be here, okay? And to be able to move forward. I'm so grateful. And so, thank you, you guys. I'm going to see you guys. Thank you for coming to Ashley's Trying to Well. Okay. Know that you guys are on a secure line. I'm going to close all portals in all dimensions. For the protection of myself and you guys as well. So if this message resonated with you, please like and subscribe. And Don't be afraid to reach out, okay? All right, it's time for us to, you know, become the world. Become the world. I'm talking about the beautiful parts of the world, even the ugly parts too. Sometimes you got to be ugly. You know what I'm saying? But I'm talking about what I mean by that is I'm talking about the purities of the world, how the world recreates itself and procreates with itself. Okay, us being able to do that, and how the water in the ocean loves the sea floors, how the sky loves the air. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about generally being just one, you know, with the world and giving love and things like that and being happy. Okay, you guys, I'm out. I'll see you guys later. Bye.